All right, hello. So I'm going to explain to you how to test this mail merge, and then if you're happy with it, go ahead and keep at it. But I'd love to hear your feedback. If you could just let me know, did it do what it was supposed to do? That would be great. So here's what we're trying to make is something that gives you personalized email. That this is just a good example. So basically, what's happening is where I say Susan or just anything that's personalized, that's plugging in that there's like a blank there. And so let's just do the first step. So this is what the blank stuff looks like. So you just take a copy and paste of the body here and you put it into your drafts, but of course you're not going to send it yet. That'd be silly. And we're just going to call this email test, and then we'll just leave it at that. Normally you would put the subject line in there. I guess we might as well do that as well. See what that looks like too. Okay, so we don't send it. We now go to, so that's step one. There's 3 steps. We're a third of the way there. All right, so we need information to plug into those blanks, and we get that from Infinite Campus. So we go to the roster. You can find that by just clicking this link. I've already got this open, the roster. And you just want to make sure that this is what's selected. The student phone number or local number, household phone address and guardian contact information, and just don't have other things hooked up. It's set up, the sheet's set up so it takes in this information. You generate the PDF, you copy the PDF here. So I'm just going to put P for paste. So you paste it here and it tells you good job. So let's go to the next tab. Of course, you'd actually paste, you wouldn't just hit P. All right, so next you go to the grade data, and that can be found here. So if you click that link, it should take you to something that looks like this. And you want to click the down arrow, like it says, next to CSV, and you actually want to click TSV. And then what pops up there, you'll paste into this blue box here. You do that, you paste it, and it also gives you good job, gives you that satisfaction. Then you go to the next tab. All right, and then it gives you, then now you're basically done. So now if you haven't already, you go to the mail merge install location. You click add-ons, because you've now got YAM or yet another mail merge installed. Start the mail merge. And then it's going to ask you, you're basically done at this point. This basically takes you through it. Now, you could, of course, send it out to your parents, but I'm going to ask you, okay, now we select, okay, where's the rough draft that we made at the beginning? It's right here, email test, this guy here. All right, so we send those emails out. And of course you were to choose the teacher email. So you're just testing it at this point. You can, in the future, you can send it to the parents, but for now, go ahead and that column you chose, just make sure that you chose the teacher. Here, I'm not sure if it even asked me because there's not other, I don't have the parent emails loaded, but yeah, just make sure it's selected here, teacher email. That way it's sending it to you. I know this is weird, but it won't necessarily show up in your inbox, but it will show up in your sent folders. And then you can take a look at these guys. So here's a couple of the examples. So here's one, someone missed one. I think it's kind of cool. It mentions that, hey, you only missed one assignment, someone who didn't miss any. And and gives commentary based on how well they did. It's all specific. So basically, if you do B work, A work, C work, D work, it's going to comment on that, comment on how well they did on that last assignment, what the last assignment is, what the last thing you guys were working on, and this sounds magical and all that, hopefully, but you don't have to do any work to put that in there. Just do what we just did there, and this email will generate for you. The only thing on here that you have to adjust yourself, if we go to drafts, is, well, when you go to the draft, is where when your office hours are. Could you Let's take a look at the draft. It looks kind of intimidating, but like some of this could be easily modified. Not the stuff with a bunch of these things in it, but the other stuff could be really easily modified to your liking. For example, the top, you might want to just put in what's basically like a newsletter, or you might want to put in um, the link to your Google Classroom so your parents can check it out, or a reminder, anything you want. So it's not like you can't modify this. In fact, you can go really, really in depth with modifying this. But if this is enough for you, I would just start here. If you really want to modify it further, there's one more tab over. Um, but once again, I don't want you guys to feel like you need to use this, but you can do things like, for example, choose who gets it. How many missing assignments do they need to have before? Maybe you want to just email the people who are missing more than 5. So you do this, boom. Maybe you want different commentary based on what grade they got. Maybe you're using a different grading scale than this. Um, Maybe you want different commentary based on how many missed assignments they have. So you've got options here, but the feedback I got is that I if I encourage you guys to do this right away, it's kind of intimidating. So don't worry about it. If you like the test emails you got and you think to yourself, yeah, that feels personalized, it feels good, it's does what I need it to do, then you don't need to worry with all the customization. But every aspect of this, even though it's automated, it can be basically customized to your liking. So if two students and it can be in your voice if you really want to customize it, right? If two students do exactly the same, have the same grade, had did the same just as well in the last assignment, et cetera, you're probably going to say about the same thing anyway. So this is just streamlining something, and yeah, so it is still a personalized message, even though you had it done automatically. Um, so yeah, please give me feedback how this could be better, easier, um, be more to your liking. I would love your feedback. All right, thank you so much, and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.